Walmart just coming in with its earnings. We've been waiting for that release. Courtney Reagan is standing by, and she has the numbers. Court?
Hi, Becky. Yeah, so Walmart reporting adjusted earnings here of 62 cents. That's up 7%, and it is 2 cents above the street's consensus on revenues of $179.5 billion. That's up 5.8% from last year, also above the street's $177.43 billion estimate. With 1 quarter left in the fiscal year, the retailer is upping its full-year forecast for sales and earnings for the second time, now expecting revenues to grow between 4.8 and 5.1%, and for earnings to fall in a range of 258 to 263 cents, and adjusted operating income to grow between 4.8% to 5.5%. That's up from its previous forecast of flat. Now, operating income in this quarter is down 0.2% due to a one-time compensation charge in anticipation of taking its phone pay business public as part of its international business. Now, U.S. comparable store sales grew 4.5%. That's bettering analysts' 4% estimate. Also, the 45th straight quarter of growth with broad-based strength. E-commerce grew 28% in the U.S. That's slightly outpacing the global e-commerce growth. Walmart Connect, that's the advertising business, it grew 33% in the U.S., 53% globally. I spoke with CFO John David Rainey and asked how Walmart didn't see the same macroeconomic pressure on its results as others have called out. He said, if there's a little incremental strain on the consumer, they're only going to become more selective, to look for more value, going to become more choiceful. We continue to demonstrate that our value proposition is resonating really strongly with our members and consumers. Convenience is also part of the equation, though. Rainey said consumers of all incomes are opting to pay more for faster delivery. Quote, a third of our orders from store, people are taking advantage of that faster delivery time for a fee. That revenue related has increased 70% year over year. And then he went on to say that even in the first couple of weeks of the month, when we saw that there was an impact from the SNAP benefit lapse, it had an impact on this part of the business, meaning that even lower income consumers are taking advantage of this expedited delivery within 1 and 3 hours. Now, Rainey also said Walmart continues to gain share among higher income shoppers, noting that we've been gaining share among all income cohorts, but as we've noted for several quarters, they're more pronounced in the upper income segment. And we should also note some news here. Walmart is going to be moving its stock listing from the New York Stock Exchange to the NASDAQ as of December 9th. It will stay with the ticker that it is currently, which is WMT. Becky?
It's a big win for Adena Friedman. That stock this morning up by about, actually it just jumped 1.75% on this news. If you look at the stock and how it's performed over time, it's been pretty impressive too, although it did see a pullback on the news that the current CEO, Doug McMillon, is going to be retiring.
Yeah, that's exactly right. I mean, when you even look over the last 3 months, you know, it's done well, but maybe not as well as you might expect based on sort of some of these results, because we know there's been this macroeconomic pressure on the consumer. But Walmart here just proved today they've sort of either been able to defy it or they've become an answer when consumers are feeling that incremental strain. And yes, there is going to be this CEO transition at the beginning of next year when John Furner takes over for Doug McMillon. Remember, Doug McMillon have been CEO for almost 12 years. Walmart really likes its CEOs to stay for about that 10-year time period. And perhaps if he's not able to give another 10 years, it makes sense that this is the time. Pass the baton to John Furner, who's been part of the architect for the current success plan right now. You also don't want to risk losing John Furner, too. So, yes, I know everyone's going to be sad to see McMillon go when it comes to both the employees and the investors for what he's done for them. But it also feels like John Furner is a great choice as well.